Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of my Let's Play of SimCity 4, building the city of Pinecastle. I'll just load it up and continue building it. So in the last episode I finished with placing this tall skyscraper, which is I think the first landmark building that I've plopped in this city. So I do plan to plop more in the future, just because of how it fit in with this area. So that's why I put that there manually, and I guess we'll continue developing this block with something or other. Maybe a diagonal park, because I don't think I have... Okay, I have both of them right over there, but it's far enough away that it shouldn't really matter. I have Park A and Park B. I'll just reuse one of those two from the set that I have. So, unfortunately, that doesn't fit, does it? All I can really do is put it right there, a little further away, and find it. Put an open grass area underneath the park to fill in that blank space. Here, I have a retextured one which will match it better, will match the side of the road and everything. So that's going to be good. Here I could put, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles of land. I could put 2 of these maybe. I don't know how good that would... I guess that looks alright. Nothing's overlapping, I don't think. And yeah, I might keep that actually, to see how it looks with this. Oh, there it goes, when that appears. Okay, so it still needs some more filling in around here. I like this park, but I never get to use it because I usually use parks as fillers for inaccessible areas. This needs a parking access, so that's works out here, I guess. So, what else I could use here is... not sure. I was maybe planning to put a parking garage in this area, but of course I can't really fit one now. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put a parking entrance still. I have underground parking ones. So I'll just put a ramp to underground parking. Either one or the other. Where is... I've got this. Looks like the... I'd rather use the other one for this area, actually. Let me see, it's 3 tiles. I'll put that right here. Further from the intersection is good. And 3 more tiles to fill. I'm not sure what I would put here. But since it's a commercial area, probably some plazas. Just to make it look more full. Something like the Max's small plaza. And one of these custom ones too, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So... And now the trees have appeared, so have their leaves, which don't fit in because I don't have seasonal. I'm using the non-seasonal version of these trees, but anyway, at least they've appeared now. That makes it look better, of course. And... okay, so I had a plan for this area. I was either going to make these blocks here residential or commercial. I think commercial, that's why I've put the commercial buildings here. So this will all be commercial, residential, commercial, residential in this area. And yeah, it's a good alternating pattern, I'd say. I don't... yeah, right here I would it would be better to have a diagonal filler actually, because there was a sharp edge kind of. I could just put one of those in there real quick. Right up here. Oops. Right what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Maybe. Yeah, it looks alright. Gonna look a little bit better with the diagonal grass area kind of extending through here now. So for here I'll just be zoning them commercial. That is what I decided on. So of course these one-way roads will be extended in the future. And just extend this one tile so it matches the others for now. And let's extend that road for now. And this one as well. I think I'll just extend the one-way roads to here. Here. And now it matches with that road for now. Until I expand those. Because I wouldn't end a 3-lane one-way road at two-lane road, because then where would the center lane turn? You need at least 3 lanes for ending it. I mean, it works with the NWM, the network widening mod, but it doesn't really make sense, so I try to avoid those, even though it will let me build that. Okay, so I think, have it? Yeah, okay, I have this building style set correctly. And I'll just fill this up some more with commercial development. It's going that way. I want it to go the opposite way. Like so. This will go this way. This one to the west. And to the east. Oops. Okay, so what I've got so far is a main railway station without. It does have the regional lines and one future commuter rail corridor extending from it, but the other commuter lines / metro lines, whatever they will end up being, are not extended yet. So I think maybe I won't do that right now, but I could start it pretty soon. Kind of reserving the right-of-way for these, starting to build them. Even though there's nothing out in those directions, I just want to kind of start that. But what I would like to do also is put a subway system through here, which I've already got, I mean, up through this area, but no one seems to be using it for some reason. But it does seem that the Shinjuku station connects with subway, so I'm not sure why it's not being used, even though, because there are 2 stations, of course. Just maybe don't have the population density, I don't know. Traffic volume, yeah, there's definitely a lot of traffic through here, so I'm sure it will pick up once I've developed this some more. So I've got a double track subway, and let's see. I better do something to keep this from deteriorating for now. So I've got crime coverage, or police coverage around it. So it should be fine for now. Anyway, with the subway, so I've got a station. I would definitely want another station around this building. It's kind of a focal point for this commercial area here. Plus there is a underground garage, public parking, so that could help with longer or larger coverage area for it. So I'll have to figure out where exactly to put the line. and where to put, what kind of station to use. So I've never used this before, even though this is really cool, I think. It's some Japanese elevated rail station, metro, but I'm not sure the name of it, but I have not ever had the, I guess, opportunity to use it. I don't usually put a lot of elevated rail in my cities. This would be pretty cool to have, though, so I might consider putting elevated rail somewhere. I do have subway currently, but well, for now I'll just keep it as subway. But I could transition it somewhere. What I like to do is follow the roads with my subways, even though they don't have to, but I think that's the more realistic way. It'd be easier to do in real life. So I could follow this and that. Okay, and I could put a station right by this building, as I was planning on. I could put it in this park area, actually. That would be a good idea. I do have one that fits right in those two tiles. So, where might that be? It's called the Urban Subway Station by SimGoober. Where is it? Somewhere near here, I think. Here it is. One tile deeper off street than one tile deeper than the default one, and it has trees in the back, so I'll put a tree lot on the back of it. There. Very nice. And I'll extend the subway to the actual tile just to make sure it gets access. Yes, so I just realized, so I've got a kind of underground. This isn't anything gameplay-wise, but I have underground parking right next to the subway, but I think that might actually make sense. The parking could just be kind of filling in some area around here, underground, or the subway could be a lower level. It's not like it's right underneath it, so... And of course, it could be built around each other. I just like to keep, like, if I had the stairs right next to this, that would kind of not make sense because it would be going through one another. That would just bother me, so I try to avoid such things. And, okay, let's see if ridership is starting to pick up, or not pick up, but exist at least. Barely anything, but hopefully it will get better in the future. So what I may want to do is, maybe I should intersect that because that may help with the, I don't know, it seems like sometimes I need to actually draw a subway line to the tile of the station that's shown here for it to get usage. So just in case, I'll do that. And I was planning to possibly extend this as elevated rail somewhere. As I was saying, it would be kind of nice to have elevated rail, because I could then use that nice station that I've never used before. Let's see if there's a particular block this might fit well in. I don't see one so far. But of course I can curve the streets or whatever. I usually will place some elevated rail beforehand, of course, because that way I don't need to destroy a lot of things to make it fit in. But for now, I might just forget about that for a while. So I'll just keep developing commercial. And following the lot lines from the other side of the main pair of one-way roads, I'll just keep 3 tiles and 4 tiles. Like that, and 4 and 4 tiles deep past that point of zone lot size. Oops. Let me see, this has water still. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. And let's see, how's traffic? Bad. Alright, so it's orange. This is volume, not congestion view. This means there's this much traffic on here. It's not really all that congested so far. But it should be helped with the subway, the corridor I'm building. So this is a regional rail line, so I would otherwise probably put a station somewhere around here, but it's kind of a one station every city line, so I do want to put some sort of transit kind of across here, maybe somewhere from east to west. So I could put a subway. I'm not really sure, but because if I put elevated rail, I could either put it around here, or I could drag it through the central area and destroy a lot of buildings. So probably a good idea to put subway through there for now, for this part. And what I would also like is an intra-city highway somewhere. I don't want to go too crazy on building highways everywhere in my city, because there are a lot of negative implications of having highways inside the city. But I don't know, I just think it's a cool thing sometimes to have. I mean, sometimes I try to avoid it, have it go around the city. That's kind of what I've had so far. Maybe one more somewhere around here. I mean, I just think it's a cool thing to just to have in the SimCity. So I might build something later on. For now, it will be good to have subway probably through here, I think. Either this street or the next one over. Should have a subway line, I would say. The problem with that is you can't have RTMT road top mass transit stations on 3-lane one-way roads currently. I don't think they are available. Last time I checked, they were not. So I wouldn't be able to have any stations unless I used off-street and destroyed some buildings for it, or I were to use these intersections. So what I might do instead is build underneath the 2-lane one-way road, because that will allow me to have stations. But at that point, I'm kind of getting out of this area. I might as well maybe build an elevated rail line anyway. So I'm not sure what I'll be doing here. I guess I might as well. I did want another east-west line here, so I'll just build that anyway. And I'll build an additional one over here. It is elevated rail. I was thinking, I might, how about I just put it around the natural gas power plant. More close to that. Let me count the tiles, though. Okay, so I've got extra space here. I could put a road here and I'd have 8 tiles between the 2 roads if I were to do that. Or I could put an avenue next to it. So I have plenty of space from where I put this railway. I'll just extend it for now past here. And I do have 2 next to one another because I think that is what this station has here. Actually, I think this is actually only half of the station, I realize, but it says the 2 tiles of track. And it's an end station. No, one of the tracks. So we have 2 tracks here. One of them ends, the other curves 90 degrees and comes out the side of the building. So yeah, that would be very good, I believe, because I do want it to curve and go underground to meet up with the existing subway over in that direction. Unfortunately, it's facing the exact opposite way. It'll be curving down this direction. That's the only way that's going to happen. So I'll have to figure something out with this, something else with this station. So this part of it has 2 through tracks, or tiles of through track. So perhaps I should put that somewhere around here. And I don't know what I'll do with the rest of it. I'm not sure exactly how you are supposed to put these together. I'll just figure it out as I go, because I've never used this particular station before, of course, so... Well, it looks like you put that one, and next to it goes that. Oops, I spent most of my money, I realize, but... So I have 4 tracks going into the station, 2 that come out, 1 which goes this way. I think this would be a good orientation for it to be in. That way I could have the subway come out through there, and I'll end that road, destroy that, just built it to test out. Of course, I'm in debt now. I can take some more loans because I have a lot of income. So, let's see. First of all, I will be needing subway to elevated transition. I always use this one, not the Maxis one, because that's very steep, and I don't really like that. Let me see, from here to there. Now it's all the way extended. Good. Let's extend this for a while so it looks nice. Or maybe I won't be able to do that because I've got these 2 tracks right over here. I might be able to put it over a road, elevated rail over road. I like using those. Problem is, where does the transition fit into all of that? I don't have quite enough space for one, it seems like. I could, I don't know, figure something out with another transition, such as this spiral one here. But that only goes to ground light rail, and I need it to go to elevated. But I may be able to put 2 together, and I'm not really sure how that would work, but First, let me make sure I have the ability to go across one-way roads. Oh, maybe I do not. Okay, they've put in all the network widening mod crossings for elevated rail over road, but there's still none for one-way roads for some reason, so that's kind of limiting to its usefulness, at least in this area, in this city, so I guess I won't be putting elevated rail over road, double-decker networking through here. So I'll just have to put it back the way it was. There's that station again. And I better extend these for a while, just so I can have them to look off of when I put this down. Which will be that way. Okay. Somewhere along this area, this direction, is where I'll need to put that. And this will need to go that direction. I'm still not sure this will completely fit. Probably will be 1 or 2 tiles short, as that often happens. Yep, what do you know? It's 2 tiles too few. Because I couldn't have put that next to the 2 transit-enabled lots next to one another anyway, because that's a limitation of the game. You cannot do that. So I'm going to need to fit a transition somewhere else. Other than that, I just want to move the elevated line over a few tiles. Even though I've got this here, I'll just put it on the other side of that power plant, and it's probably a better idea to put the station down first. Then I can develop it from there, so that I can figure out where to put it. Okay, so I needed a transition again. Get up to that road. Once again, connecting it to the subway. I'll just extend it 4 view tiles. There. And now the one part of the station. There it is. Put it right there. And of course it is made to look like the Max's elevated rail, but I'm using this customized one from the latest NAM version, which has fences and catenaries for the overhead wires. But it's just a different style. I may go back to the Max's one at some point. It has all these extra nice things about it, but it just looks like a different style in general. It's not like I don't like the original style of elevated rail. I was just trying out this plugin for now, but it may match in the future. Let me see. This should be good enough for station, or the power plant. Yep, that fits with the power plant. Actually, I need it to be 1 tile, and this 1 tile over from where it was again. So once again, I go into debt and take it alone. That is because I could not fit I couldn't move it 1 tile further because of this curve being right here. This will need to be exactly right here, and it fits just between the curve and the power plant and water pump here, so that was pretty lucky. Try this one more time. Just trying to visually trace that line from the station. Yeah, okay. So hopefully that's all correct. Yeah. Yep, looks like it's alright. Wow, it's a pretty nice looking building. So, yes. Now I could probably put another subway station somewhere here. Why don't I just do that now? Right about here I would put a road top mass transit one, which can be found at the bottom of my menu. Put one of these 2 tiles, so it's in the middle of it, of the 2 tiles. I would say they're pretty evenly spaced. And that will be good in the future. Now I have 4 tracks extending from there. Huh. Very nearly could have been able to put that underneath the tracks, so I'll just put an S-curve and do it. Oops. There. That fits. Alright. That won't... That's not transit enabled, I guess, but whatever. Okay, so...
お待たせしました。お待たせしました。3番線から各駅停車桜木町行きが
I
発車い
don't
たします。
know what that is. Maybe it's because of the station. But I've had the game paused for a while. Anyway, I think I'll end the episode about now. So I would quickly develop this area around this commercial corridor and just let it continue to develop in the next episode. So thanks for watching.